Hello, it is I. Now, if you know a thing or two about Forza, you know that Playground Games have removed quite a lot of features from Forza Horizon 5 which are seen in the older games. You know, like Rocket Bunny Kits, Alfa Romeos, road trips, and Kira. Man, I miss Kira. But they have also removed other things which you may not have noticed, which is exactly why I made this video, as there are 9 features that have been secretly removed in Forza Horizon 5. I can't speak. Anyways, before we get into this video, do I even have to say it now? 4,000 likes is the target, so let's try and hit that. If you manage to hit that, then I will do a nay-nay or something, I don't know. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. Now I know what you guys are all thinking, postcards, what do you mean postcards? How can you remove postcards from a game that doesn't have postcards? Well, let me explain, yeah? In Horizon 3 there was an Easter egg where if you drove into the mailboxes, postcards with Horizon 3 screenshots fell out, which was very cool. Then in Horizon 4, if you drove into the mailboxes, Horizon 3 postcards fell out again, which is a clear sign that Horizon 4 was made using Horizon 3's game engine. But if I destroy mailboxes in Horizon 5, if I can find one... Okay, yeah, it's hard to find a mailbox so you can actually try this out for yourself, but usually in Horizon 3, if you crash into anything, something comes out with Horizon 3 postcards. Anyways, I think they removed these postcard things because I know this sounds vain, but I kind of exposed Forza Horizon 4 because when I crashed into mailboxes in Horizon 4, the Horizon 3 ones came out, and that kind of shows that the devs are kind of lazy and they're recycling the old game's engine for the new game, which is just lazy. So yeah, man, fair enough that Forza got rid of these mailbox postcard things because Horizon 5 is of course made with Horizon 3's game engine as well, but it would have been so nice if they can bring back postcards but replace them with Horizon 5 screenshots, or just update the game engine because this one is so outdated.
I got loads of crow, I got hella tree.
Anyways, in Horizon 5 you do get some pedestrians in the game. It's very rare that you find a pedestrian, but you do get some here. Yeah, there are some pedestrians, yeah, okay, look at these. Here we got a duplicate person, one of them is staring at the wall, one of them is staring at the stair. Well, this is weird. But yeah, man, as you can notice, all these people are staying still, which doesn't really give that much atmosphere. I mean, I doubt lots of people are just standing on a wall sitting there for no reason. Whereas in the older games, especially Horizon 3 and 4, you got pedestrians that walked. They didn't just stand somewhere very randomly, they actually walked somewhere, whether it was to a shop or to another person. They walked, which added a little bit more atmosphere. Also, you had pedestrians that walked together, maybe had their arms around each other to show that there were a couple or something, like, you know, like they actually felt like they had personality. In Horizon 4, you could actually enter the festival through here, but here you can't do that. So yeah, you can't do that in there, Forza. How dare you get rid of that feature? So yeah, man, it's sad that you can't do that in Horizon 5, but at least there's someone performing a song on the stage. That's kind of cool.
How can I rate them? We in the same.
Now in Horizon 3 we saw drones for the first time, and they were great. I mean, I don't really think anybody can complain about a feature like this because it was brilliant. And what made drones in Horizon 3 even cooler was the fact that if you go near the festivals, you'd see little ambient drones flying around with you, and it looked so cool. There's basically so much atmosphere in the festival areas because of all the random drones flying around. However, in Horizon 5 you unfortunately do not get that. Here I am in the main festival area. I reckon that's safe to say this is the main festival area of the map. However, if I look around, there are no drones in sight. Sure, the festival does have a big crowd and there's like coloured explosions in the air and there's hot air balloons up here, but there aren't any ambient drones, which is a little bit of a downgrade. Now you might be thinking, who cares? They're just drones. Nobody cares about drones, especially if they're ambient. Well, I care, okay? I care about this stuff because features like this really help to give the game atmosphere, and we especially need features like this in Horizon 5. Now, if you look inside buildings in Horizon 5, you'd notice that they kind of have interiors. Now, you might be thinking, whoa, this is so cool. How detailed is this? So, yeah, it is pretty cool. Most buildings in games don't have anything like this, so it is really cool to see, but the older games did this a little bit better. Because in Horizon 3, the interiors were fully rendered. Yep, they had genuine interiors in the buildings in Horizon 3. There were furniture, there was actual depth, there was no illusion. It was a genuine interior, and it was stunning. So, yeah, man, the new players really find this stuff really impressive, but if you're an older Horizon player who's played since Horizon 3, you'd know that this is a little bit of a downgrade because the interiors in the older games were so detailed, it was beautiful. Now yes, the reason why it's simplified is to accommodate for a bigger map because Horizon 5's map is without a doubt way bigger than Horizon 3, so of course with a bigger map you need to simplify things to make the game run smoother. But Forza or Playground Games, if you're listening, yeah, when you finally transition to just next gen games only, stupid truck, what are you doing? Okay, yeah, when you finally transition to next gen only, please bring back these rendered interiors because they were so much better, and when you finally go to next gen, so we need something like this. The parallax interiors are cool, but we need rendered stuff. They are so much better.
They thought they were smarter.
Now this one I don't think anybody has noticed yet, but in Horizon 4 there was an icon in the pause menu which either had a sun, a cloud, or a moon, which sort of indicated whether it was daytime, nighttime, or cloudy, if it's gonna rain or something, I don't know. And yeah, this was very useful, especially for content creators, because when you open up the game and the sky looks a bit like this, or even a little bit darker than this, then oh my god. You basically don't know whether it's sunset or sunrise. Now, I like to record my videos when it's bright in this game, when the sun's out. So if I mistake a sunset for a sunrise and start recording a video like I am doing right now, it's gonna get dark really quickly, as you can see. Meaning I have to stop recording, wait for the night to cycle through, and record the video when it's bright again. But with this pause menu icon thing, you could tell whether it's sunset or sunrise. Because if it's sunset, then you'd see a moon, but if it's sunrise, then you'd see a sun icon. Yep, it's as simple as that, and it was a lifesaver. So I'm really hoping that they bring this feature back, because not only was it a really cool feature to have in the game, but it was so useful for content creators, because I don't like recording videos in the sunset. It's so annoying, so I'm gonna wait like 15 minutes until the night cycles through so I can record this video in the daytime again, so yeah. Speaking of the devil, everybody's so fussed about rocket body kits being removed that they have completely forgotten that another body kit manufacturer are not seen in Horizon 5, and that kit is Hamann. Yep, Hamann are no longer in Forza Horizon 5. I think I'm saying that right. Is it Hamann or Hamann or something? I don't know. Like, if you're German, then let me know. But yeah, man, this is very sad, because this means you can no longer put a Hamann kit on your G65 AMG Mercedes. You can't put a Hamann kit on your BMW 1M, and you can't put Hamann wheels on your car, which is a big shame. Yep, you can't even use the wheels anymore. Actually, the Hamann wheels were ugly, so I'm not too fussed about that. Stupid truck, what are you doing? So yeah, man, of course it's sad that Rocket Bunny aren't in Horizon 5, but you gotta show Hamann some love too. Because as ugly as the kits were, it's sad to see some body kits leave the franchise, because Hamann kits, they were very unique and I really miss them.
Says she do it real bad, let me demonstrate.
Okay, now I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this, but I had to include this in the video because some people may not know about this. In Forza Horizon 3, in the interior camera angle, the paddles don't move when you're shifting up the gears. In Forza Horizon 4, the paddles do move, which is very nice. Stupid truck, what are you doing? However, in Horizon 5, the paddles do not move again, which is very weird. Now, before any of you guys call this spoil, yes, I know it's a very tiny downgrade, but I'm just confused as to why you'd upgrade something in one game and then downgrade it in the next. Like, I thought Forza is all about attention to detail. Like, if you're gonna upgrade a feature, then surely you'd have to keep it for the next games. So yeah, man, I would like to see the Flappy Paddles stay where they actually move in the interior camera angle, but I'm not too fussed. I'm just very confused as to why they upgraded it and then downgraded it afterwards. It's very weird, man.
She be active, let me say it.
Now in Forza Horizon 4 you got a drag strip in the festival with drag lights, which is incredible. However, in Horizon 5 you also get drag lights, but you don't anymore, which is very confusing. I don't see why you'd add drag lights into the game and then just when you release the game to the public you'd get rid of the drag lights. It's like very confusing to me. Basically, yeah, if you guys are confused, in the early access of the game, which I was fortunate enough to try out, there were drag lights on the drag strip, which is very useful. They were worked, they were functioning, they were beautiful, and I liked it very much because you need drag lights in a drag strip. So yeah, man, oh, stupid truck. Anyways, fingers crossed that they do reappear in Horizon 5, because what's the point in a drag strip if there aren't any drag lights? Like, come on, it doesn't even feel like a drag strip anymore. Like, it's like a, do you know what this reminds me of, yeah? These remind me of width restrictions. You know them in the UK where you like have to like struggle to drive your car through it to see if, oh, stupid car. But yeah, man, these drag strips don't even look like drag strips. They just remind me of width restrictions, which is very stupid. Stupid truck, what are you doing again? Oh, and you're a stupid boy.
Took the phone and the grab, he done a double whammy.
Now, it's no secret that Forza removed cars from their previous games to make way for new cars in their new games. That's all very normal. However, they've done this by targeting the quote-unquote ordinary cars from the franchise. For example, they got rid of the BMW M235i to bring the M2 into the game. They got rid of the Fiesta Z-Tech S for the Fiesta ST. They got rid of the OG Lamborghini Murcielago for the Murcielago Super Veloce. They removed the beautiful Corvette Grand Sport for the ZR1. They got rid of the Volkswagen Scirocco GT for the Volkswagen Scirocco R, the BMW 135i for the BMW 1M, and the Ferrari 599 GTB for the Ferrari 599XX. Like, what is this? Now, sure, the crazy edition cars would attract little kids to play the game because they want to drive the Lamborghini SV and the Ferrari Superfast and all of that, but a lot of Forza players really miss these normal cars in the game. So I'm really hoping that sometime in the near future they keep the crazy cars, because of course I do like the crazy cars as well, but bring back the ordinary counterparts as well, because because as boring as they may be in real life, these ordinary cars are always so much fun to drive in the game. They are just so nice to drive. I miss them so much, man. Honda CRZ as well. Bring back the Honda CRZ, please. Thank you very much. Now back to the studio. Well, hello there, my friend. Did you enjoy this video? Ratio, I didn't ask. I mean, I did, but like, yeah. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, then you might enjoy this video up here, so make sure to give that a watch right now. And if you want to subscribe, then there's a button down below here, somewhere over here, somewhere here. There's a button. Press it, please. Thank you very much. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Cheers.